In this video, we are going to learn part 2 of class 10 mathematics first chapter, real numbers. In the previous video, in part 1, we have already learned what are natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. In this video, we are going to learn what is a rational number, irrational number and real number. First, we learn the definition of a rational number. The definition of a rational number is the numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0 is called a rational number. It is given that the rational number should be in the form of p by q. P by q means here p is a numerator and q is a denominator, which shows that it should be in the form of a fraction. Fraction and p and q, that means numerator and denominator should be only integers. What are integers? We have already learned in the previous video that integers, the definition of integers is the combination of all positive numbers and negative numbers including 0. That shows that the integers are positive numbers. First take positive numbers 1, 2. Negative numbers means we assign the minus sign to these positive numbers. They become negative numbers. So we write minus 1, minus 2, minus, and they also include 0. We write the 0 in middle. So these are what we call as integers. And p or q, which in the form of fraction, should only be integers. That means they may be 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 0. And anything in the negative form, that is minus 4, it may be 4, 5, 6 and so on. There should be only integer. And there is one condition that the q should not be equal to 0. That shows that the denominator should not be equal to 0. Why the denominator should not be equal to 0? Let us, when we take an example, 12 by 0. When we are asked to divide that, we divide by, when we divide 12 by 0. 0 ones are 0, 0 6 are 0, 0 12s are also 0. So any multiple of 0 is always 0. So there is no value which can divide 12. So it is said as undefined. We cannot define 12 by 0 when the denominator is 0. It is undefined. So as the value is undefined, they say that the denominator should not be equal to 0 to be a rational number. And next, these rational numbers are denoted by the symbol or letter q. They are denoted by the symbol or letter q. And now, in the previous video, we have already learned what are integers. Integers are these numbers, positive, negative, and 0, and they doesn't involve fractions. But now, as these are rational numbers, can we say that all integers are rational numbers? Let us take an example 1. 1 can be written in the form of p by q. How? When we put the denominator also 1, it becomes 1 by 1 is always 1. Which shows that it is in the form of p by q. And 1 and 1 are integers, and the denominator is not equal to 0. So it satisfies all the conditions to be a rational number. So it is also a rational number. When we take 0, and we also put the same, 0 by 1 is always 0. It shows that it is also a rational number. When we take a negative number, it is minus 2. And we can put 1 in the denominator simply. And it's also, the value is minus 2. It doesn't change. It shows that minus 3. That means the negative numbers are also in rational numbers. The 0 is also a rational number, and the positive numbers are also a rational number. So all integers are rational numbers, but the integers doesn't involve fractions, whereas the rational numbers involve fractions. So we can write this condition as the rational number, which are denoted by is equal to fractions plus integers. They are just fractions added to integers, and these are called as rational numbers. And now we learn another definition of rational number. The another definition of rational numbers is the rational numbers are always terminating or recurring decimals. And the examples of rational numbers are anything which is in the form of p by q, and they are integers, and q should not be equal to 0. That is 5 by 2 is a rational number, 6 by 7 is a rational number, 22 by 30 is a rational number. So these are all examples of rational numbers, and also integers are also examples of rational numbers. And integers are also examples of rational numbers. And now we learn another definition, that is the rational numbers are always terminating or recurring decimals. Why they are decimals? Because we already know that the rational numbers are always in the form of fractions. Fraction means, let us take an example, 5 by 2. What is the value of 5 by 2? We divide 5 by 2. When we divide 5 by 2, we already know that 2 2s are 4. So we write 2 2s are 4. And what is the value of 5 minus 4? That is 1. And we put a decimal point after 2. And we put 0. And we already know that 2 5s are 10. So write 2 5s are 10. And the remaining here is 0. As 10 minus 10 is 0. So the value of pi by 2 is 2 pi. So anything, any number which is in the form of p by 2 has always have a decimal number. Decimal number has a value. So these decimals are always terminating or recurring. What is terminating? Terminating decimals means the numbers after the decimal point will end or called terminating decimals. For example, we just have said the value of pi by 2. In here, the decimal, this is called the decimal point. And here, the number after the decimal point ended. There is no continuation of division. It is just pi. And it ended with pi. As the remainder here becomes 0. So these type of decimals, where the numbers after the decimal point will end and will not continue the division, but they will end and the remainder becomes 0, is called terminating decimal. Terminating decimals means the numbers after the decimal point ends. These type of numbers are called terminating decimals. Now let me say what are recurring decimals. Recurring decimals means the decimals where the number after the decimal point will repeat. They will not end. They will keep repeating. And these type of decimals are called recurring decimals. Recurring means repeating. The numbers that means the decimals which after the decimal point, the numbers after the decimal point repeats. And these type of decimals are called recurring decimals. They also comprise of the rational numbers. Let us take an example, 7 by 3. When we divide this number, that is when we divide 7 by 3, we already know that 3 2s are 6. So where 3 2s are and 6. What is the value of 7 minus 6? That is 1. And we put the decimal point and we put 0. And what is the value of 3 3s are 9. So we put here 3. And write 9. And 10 minus 9 is 1. And we again, as we have decimal point, we again put 0. And again 3 3s are 9. And again 10 minus 9 is 1. And again 3 3s are 9. And again 1. And again 9. In this way, the number after the decimal point here is repeating again and again and again. The 1 3. The same number 3 is repeating here again and again and again. And the division will never end. The remainder will not become 0. They will continuation of division further again and again and again. And here the number after the decimal point is 3. The same number 3 is repeating again and again and again. In this way, which is the value of 2.333. These are called as recurring decimals, as the numbers here after the decimal point are repeating again and again and again. So these type of numbers are called rational numbers. Now we are going to learn what is an irrational number. The definition of irrational number is just the opposite of rational number. That is, these numbers can't be expressed in the form of p by q. It also has another definition which is also the opposite of the rational number. First we write the first definition. These numbers can't be expressed in the form of p by, and I also give a simple trick to remember all the irrational numbers. So these numbers can't be expressed in the form of p by q. They are just the opposite of these irrational numbers. First we write the example. Example, root 2 is an irrational number. We can't express this in the form of p by q. We may also ask we can express this in the form of p by q by putting 1 here. But the p and q here are not integers. Root 3 is not an integer. The rule is p and q should be integers, which is the form of rational number. The p and q should be integers. But here root 2 is not an irrational number. So we cannot write this in the form of p by. So these numbers, all are square roots. So all square roots are irrational numbers except some perfect square. This is to remember all irrational numbers. That is, all square roots are irrational numbers except some perfect squares. That is root 2, root 3, root 6. These all are irrational numbers. And root 4. Is root 4 an irrational number? No, because the value of root 4 is which becomes a rational number. So all square roots are irrational numbers except some perfect squares. Except some perfect squares like root 4, root 9, root 16. Except these perfect squares, all square roots are irrational numbers. And now, the irrational number also have another definition, which is these numbers are always non-terminating and non-recurring. Just the opposite of the rational numbers. These numbers are always non-terminating and non-recurring. That means the number here after the decimal point will not end, and also after the decimal point repeat. For example, we write another definition. The numbers are always non-terminating and non-recurring. This is the opposite of rational number. We already know that non-terminating means, right, the numbers after the decimal point will not end. And non-recurring. This is the definition of non-terminating. And non-recurring means the numbers after the decimal point will not repeat. Will not repeat. We already know that all square roots are irrational numbers. So we take the example of square root. Let me take root 2. What's the value of root 2? That is 1.4142 answer. 1.4142 answer. And here the value of the value here will not end, which shows that after the decimal point these numbers are not ending. They are continuous and infinite, which shows that these numbers are non-terminating, which means that the numbers after the decimal point here are not ending. So it is a non-terminating decimal. And also here, the numbers after the decimal point, no digit is repeating again and again and again. The same digit is not repeating again. So we can say that it is also non-recurring decimal. So it is an irrational number. As it is a non-terminating and non-recurring decimal, it is an irrational number. And let us take another example, root 3. What's the value of root 3? That is 1.7321 and so on. Here also, the numbers after the decimal point will not end, which shows that it is a non-terminating decimal. And also here we can observe that no digit is repeated again and again and again. There are different digits coming. Which shows that it is an infinite number and no digit is repeating. It shows that it is a non-recurring decimal. So it is also a irrational number, which satisfies the both conditions. So these are irrational numbers. And simple trick is all square roots are irrational numbers except perfect squares. And these irrational numbers are denoted by the symbol or letter S. And these are just the opposite of rational numbers. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment for more videos. Thank you.